Happy Homebrew Wednesday, folks. Well, I guess really Homebrew Weekly, because it's probably not Wednesday when this gets posted, or maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, cheers, everybody. Ironically, I'm not even drinking homebrew. What is this? This is Firestone Double Barrel Ale. I actually blew the kegs this weekend, both of them, which was about time because they were kegged. That beer was kegged for like 3 or 4 months, I think, just because I haven't drank a lot, you know. But next weekend I will be kegging some beers. The beer that was in the... Sorry. I got this little remote thing for controlling the camera on the phone now. And I'm using my phone to record these videos, or this video, with a little neat mount I have on my tripod. Kind of cool. Works on iPhone and Android. And the apparently camera 360, whatever the hell that is. So the beers that I had in the keg was the Karma Citra Session IPA and the Irish Stout from Beersmith. Or maybe it was just a dry stout. I don't remember. Anyway, it was both great beers. I was a little nervous I wasn't going to be able to get those kegs emptied in time for the State Fair beers, which this year I'm putting in 2, like I do every year. Well, I guess the last couple of years that I've been in it. A stout and an amber ale. They've both been brewed. The amber ale was brewed the Tuesday before last week. So not last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before. So it'll be about 2 weeks this Tuesday. And then last Sunday I brewed the stout. Last year I had put in an amber ale. And it was the best amber ale in the category. However, some of the comments I got from the judges said it was a little hoppier than what an amber ale should have been. And I screwed up something in Beersmith. So this year I've adjusted that to fix some of that. And I've modified the recipe a bit to make it more in line with being an American amber ale. So I know I've talked about this before, but we can go over it again. In the old recipe, I used to have Maris Otter, and I had several different types of hops. This time, I just went with 2-row, regular U.S. 2-row, raw 2-row, because that's what I have. You know, I didn't want to spend the money on the 9 or 10 pounds of Maris Otter when I already had 2-row at home. Yeah, and I think it's just a little lighter. It's like 2 SRM versus 3 SRM, so really wasn't going to make much of a difference. It says, so I had 9 pounds of 2-row. I think I brought that down. I wonder if I have the other recipe up still. Oh, hey, I do. Yeah, I decreased that base malt from 10 pounds to 9 pounds. And I have 12 ounces of Care Munich 3 and 12 ounces of Crystal 77. I love Crystal 77. Instead of the Tetnong, Amarillo, and Saz hops I used last year, I'm just using Amarillo. Two additions, a 1 ounce and a 1/4 ounce. Actually, did I decide to increase that? I thought I increased that. Oh, no, that was with the stout. So, a 1/4 ounce at 15 minutes and 1 ounce at bittering. And then I use Northwest Ale yeast, which is what I used before, too. I actually use that yeast on both beers that I put in this year. I'm a fan of that yeast. It's pretty good. The stout was something that I kind of based it on Northern Brewers Dry Irish Stout, but made it better. And also, I used 2-row instead of, I think they use Maris Otter in theirs. I've never actually brewed the all-grain version of theirs, but this is an all-grain version that was based on their extract version. So I made a lot of changes and did my own thing. So it's 8 pounds of 2-row, 1 pound of roasted barley, which you'd find that in the extract version. And then I start adding some other stuff. So really, this is nothing like the Northern Brewer one at this point. But 12 ounces of honey malt, 8 ounces of biscuit malt, 8 ounces of Crystal 80, 8 ounces of chocolate malt. And here it says I have 4 ounces of Crystal 80 in there too, but I think that's an error. Yeah, and I don't think I had the 8 ounces of Crystal 80. I think it was 4 ounces now. I'm not really sure. I kind of didn't realize I had put that in there twice. So I think it was only 4 ounces of Crystal 80. That's all right though. And then 1.75 ounces of cluster hops. And then the Northwest Ale yeast. I could probably go look in the Grainfather app, and it will tell me what I did if I put it in there correctly. Yeah. So hopefully they turn out pretty good. I am cutting it way close this year, so it's going to be from when they judge to the beers, from the beers being brewed to them judging, it will be pretty much 4 weeks. The Amber Ale has a few days on the stout, so it'll be probably a little better, maybe. But it's going to be 2 weeks fermentation, 2 weeks in the bottle, pretty much. So hopefully it comes out all right. If not, I'll have the beer around for a while in the keg, and I'll enjoy it. I'm going to bottle... how I'm going to bottle this here is I'm going to naturally carb in the keg. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the priming sugar in the keg. So it's going to be like what do you normally do, 2/3 of a cup, which I got to make sure I have some. It just occurred to me I may not even have any dextrose. I may have to go get some for next weekend. Normally I have some. But I'm going to put that in the keg, and then I'm going to fill bottles right off the keg. So I have to have 2 bottles for them, and I'm going to have 2 bottles for myself, so I can taste one right when they, about the time that they're judging. I'll be able to taste one and just see what they had. And then I'll have another bottle to try later to see if age helped it at all. So I have the last straw bottle filler that just hooks into my keg and fill it up. And so I won't put the keg in the kegerator for a few weeks, and maybe even longer if I, try that bottle, and if the bottle isn't very good or needs more time, I'll know the keg needs more time. It worked pretty well last year, so it'll probably work fine this year too. Should be a good time. So hopefully they do really well, or at least get some sort of ribbon. Do better than last year. Maybe I can get a gold. That'd be kind of cool. Because last year I got a blue ribbon on the amber and a silver on the amber, and then a silver on the other beer that I put in. The other beer was terrible. I should not have. Ugh. That was not a good beer. Not because it was infected or anything. It was just a bad recipe. And I don't even know how I got the ribbon that it got. But hopefully things go really well this year. I'm looking forward to see what they think. So thanks for watching. Cheers. 17. I'll catch you next time. RyChannel out.